So let's start our today's class. In our today's class, we will discuss another key terms of civics. Okay. In our yesterday class, we already discussed about the constitution, democracy, monarchy, equality. Yes. So now today we are going to revise these key terms as well as we are going to discuss some more key terms which are important for your term 1 exam. Okay, yesterday we already discussed constitution, that constitution is a set of rules and regulation which govern the government. Equality means when you treat every person equal, that is equality. We also discussed organs of the government. Government is having, there are the three organs of the government: judiciary, legislature and executive. But we didn't discuss about the levels of government. So today first we will discuss about the levels of the government, that there are three levels of the government. First, central level, then state level, and after that we are having local level. At the center level we have prime minister, president, vice president, means the authority who work for the entire country, who work country as a whole. Okay, because when PM or president announce any policy, that policy will affect the whole country. It's not that policy is only for the state or for any other particular region. Okay, so like this, government at the central level is for country as a whole. Next, state level, we are having state government, and our CM, chief ministers, are work for their particular state. Every state has its own chief minister. Perf Yadav, mute yourself. Yes, every state has its own chief minister who work for the entire state, that particular state, and the CM is also responsible for the work and development of that particular state. So chief minister are at state level. Next we are having local level. Okay, and for the local level we divide it into two parts. One is panchayat, another one is municipal corporation. For rural areas, or we can say for villages. Parv Yadav, mute yourself beta. Parv, yes, thank you so much. For our rural areas, or we can say for villages, we are having panchayat, who is responsible for the development of their particular village. And for municipal in the rural area, or we can say for cities and town, we have municipal corporation, who is responsible for the betterment and for the development of rural areas, urban areas. Urban areas means we have towns and cities. So like this we are dividing local government into two parts, panchayat and municipal corporation. The head of panchayat is called sarpanch. You all know na, that we are having 4 panch and one main head is sarpanch. Okay, or we can say that head of the panchayat is called sarpanch, or you can also say president of panchayat. Okay, so this was the all about the levels of the government. We already discussed about the MLAs and their constituency, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, but for revision purpose I am going to explain you again that MLA means member of legislative assembly. They comes under the legislature organ of the government. We are having three organs now, three organ of a government: judiciary, legislature and executive. So our MLA comes under legislature organ of the government, or for the legislature we also called it law making body. Okay, when any MLA contest election, that MLA represent their own constituency. Okay, and during the election, when the result of election is announced, so the political party who got 50% plus one vote, means they are in the majority. Who got less than 50% votes, they are in minority. Majority party will frame ruling party for the particular country, and the minority party will frame opposition party. Okay, जो majority है उनका क्या हो गया, they are framing ruling party, and the one who are in the opposition, who are not getting majority votes, they will frame the opposition party. They will work as opposition, means who are in the opposite of that particular political party. Okay, for example, BJP is in ruling party na, Aditya Singh on your video, BJP is our ruling party because they got 50% plus 1 vote, means majority was of BJP. That's why BJP is in a ruling. Having Congress, okay, and other, we are having also so many political parties, all those are in opposition, means they give competition to the ruling party during the election, but they didn't get majority of vote. That's why they're in the opposition, and the one who gets majority votes are in the ruling party. Okay, after that, the MLAs, when they become the people, when they become MLAs, after that they took active participation in the working of the Lok Sabha. They discuss all the issues and all the basic points for the development of their particular constituency. Also, they also discuss or give their views on any other issue which is related to, maybe related to their constituency, maybe related to any particular state, or maybe that issue related to the country as a whole. Okay, so there they give their own opinion, and after that the MLAs who are having proper knowledge and experience of any particular area, so those MLA will become the ministers. Like we are having a transport minister, we have our education minister, defense minister. Okay, from these MLAs only uh, president choose the minister for these particular ministries. Okay, so this is the proper working of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, that how we choose MLAs and ministers for our Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. After that, if we are discussing about the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, MLAs, so here is an important question, that how any bill become an law. For when Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha pass any bill, that if they want any particular law regarding any issue, means if they think so that we should have a particular law regarding this particular issue, so what happened first the bill will pass from the Lok Sabha. Every MLA will give their own views and opinions on that particular bill, means there is a proper debate in the Lok Sabha, and who is the head of the Lok Sabha? Speaker. Okay, speaker is called the head of the Lok Sabha, and when the final decision will taken by the speaker only after the proper debate of that between the MLAs. The speaker will get final result that we want that particular bill or not. So if they are in agree in the favor, or we can say if they are in favor of that particular bill, then Lok Sabha will pass that bill, or speaker will sign that particular bill. After that the bill will pass on to the Rajya Sabha. After debate or after proper views and discussion with all the ministers, if Rajya Sabha also pass that bill, then the bill reach to the president. Okay, and after signing, when president will sign that particular bill, then the bill become an act. But from all these three parties, or we can say Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and president, all three are involved in the proper procedure that how any bill become a law. So what they will do, if anybody want to means we can say if they don't want to pass that particular bill, and if they are saying that we don't want to pass that bill, so they need to give a valid reason for that in front of the government or in front of the president. But if president feels that reason given by a particular party, means Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, then the president will tell them, or president will give them permission. Yes, Perv, what are you doing? Yes, Perv, how you are behaving? Behave properly, bache. Yes, if president feels that reason given by these Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, we can say houses, of parliament. If reason is invalid, then president will give them some time to pass that particular bill. But if president feels that reason given by these houses are valid, then that particular bill will not become an act. So this is the proper procedure that how any bill become a act. Okay, like we are having CAA, after that we are having our that GST also. So all these were bill. After passing from the both the house and after signing from the president, these bill become an act. Now these are included in our constitution also. Okay, and if we are having any issue regarding any particular act, like how to solve issue regarding GST, how to solve particular issue regarding CAA, then we can go through with all the guidelines which are penned down in that particular law. Okay, so like this we discuss about the our pending key terms of civics. In our yesterday class, majority of the key terms were covered by us, and today your all the key terms are covered. Okay, so I hope all the key terms are clear to you. But if you're having any doubt and any query, so you can ask to me. I'm waiting for your doubts, Vijay. But thank you so much for this class. This was all about your today's class.